So today we're once again gonna go through some Reddit things. Pretty quickly, going through them. I don't know, like sometimes it's just really a lot of fun to go through some Reddit things. And yeah, so let's fucking do that. Well, we'll see. Let's see what there is. Remember that pain and suffering is part of life. We all go through it, learn how to control your reactions and emotions. Yes, I think it is totally the case. It is all about how you react to things. It is all about your emotions, and it is all about your head, basically. Of course, you can be in great physical shape, but in the end, when you're just not very well mentally, quite everything is a bit fucked and is a bit worse and not cool and stuff. You know what I mean? It's difficult. It really is a difficult thing, but just remember that your mental game is incredibly important. It really motherfucking is. I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to be my best self starting this second. Today's the day. Today's my day where I will all change. I'm not being hopeful, overly optimistic, none of it. I'm going from zero to hero in a day. Kind of like going cold turkey, but starting instead of quitting. Here's what I want to do. I want to become better at talking to people by no longer avoiding everyone, by reaching out more, and by actively trying to learn how to be better in conversations. I want to finish my work as soon as I get it. I'm done procrastinating and I'm done putting things off. I'm going to demolish unproductive things I'm doing, just cold turkey. Delete the game I've devoted years to. Stop Discord, which I, by the way, don't believe is that of a bad thing, because I don't know, staying in contact with people, talking to people, it is important. Block YouTube, I wouldn't do so either. I am watching YouTube as well during the week, not that much, just because I don't have the time for doing so, because I think it is all about prioritizing things. It's not about just restricting yourself from anything. It is all about prioritizing things, as well as it is with eating. Prioritizing or prioritizing good food over bad food is going to lead to eating more food and less bad food. Yeah, and it's the same thing with whatever you do, basically. If you decide that you should be doing more of this and not that and whatnot, then then you're automatically not gonna do this other thing. But of course, if there is some time left, then I'm gonna watch some YouTube. As I did yesterday. Yesterday I've devoted quite the whole day for resting because I needed it. It is all about how you feel. It's all about how you're doing, and it's all about balancing things out, and then having fun doing whatever the fuck you're doing. Of course, if you're having a lot of fun working and then just putting some stuff out, recording, having a podcast, designing, whatever it might be, then do that. But you're probably not going to be able to do that all the time. So you need to have a balance between, okay, this is fun stuff and this is quote unquote work. Even though whatever the fuck you're working on should also be fun stuff. But yeah, at least in my point of view, I can't do the same thing all the fucking time. I need to do multiple things. I need to just have a diversified life. I need to do different things. I'm getting bored when I'm doing just one thing, basically. Let's see. I'm picking a focus and sticking to it. The AMC 8 is in a few days, and guess what? I'm going to get a full score. I don't give a damn what anyone says. I'm going to stop making lists of things I want to do, and you didn't guess it, I'm going to do them instead. My focus isn't eating healthy, getting better at Chinese, exercising more. It's getting a full score on the AMC 8. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I'm focusing on just one thing and devoting my heart and soul into it. That is how work is really going to get done. Don't say I can't do it because I don't care what you think. Don't wish me luck because I don't need it. I'm best self now, so get ready, world, because here I come. I do wonder what people comment there, I do really wonder, and I'm looking forward to it when it loads. Maybe I have to reload the page. We're gonna see. Be careful, don't take on the world all at the same time. Instead, take one step at a time. Not trying to be a naysayer, just trying to be a realist from my painful experience. Best of luck, though. I don't want to be a downer, but this kind of thing almost never works. People think there's going to be this one big day. On this one big day, change that completely turns their life around. It doesn't work like that. Countless tiny and gradual changes are the only way most people can ever make significant progress. I suggest reading a book called Atomic Habits. It is amazing. And I would also say, so if you're willing to create or exchange new habits, because we don't create nor destroy habits, we're exchanging them. I, for example, might be having the habit now of every Saturday is quite my cheat day. It is a habit right now, and I have to exchange that habit if I want to change that, or if I would like to change that, you know. And I have the habit of actually ripping off the hair of my chin, you know, ripping them out of my chin, basically, for the sake of well, you know, I don't have better words for saying that. Anyway, I would need to take this habit and exchange it with another one. You know, maybe when I see myself doing something, then okay, decide, well, I'm now gonna do something else. But most often it is a chain of different things, because I'm just doing this because of this certain reason that happened, or I'm doing that because of this and that and whatnot. So it is a very, very, very interesting book, and I've been devoting quite a lot of time to talking about it. And if you just Google something or search for something like habits and my name, or habits in the podcast and whatnot, you're probably going to find something, and you're probably going to find some pretty good information that I found on the interwebs. Can confirm doing 180 may work for a few days, but it is never sustainable. That's totally the case. This is why I'm talking about balance. It's the small incremental changes that you barely notice. They snowball into complete change in yourself later on that make you pause and look back and go, whoa. And in my opinion, this is actually more rewarding, because it doesn't feel as forced or miserable as going cold turkey. I would agree, but there are times when motivation can skyrocket your startup efforts. The problem with this post is that the person say they don't care what others think, but she still posts on social media. I don't know how it works for these new generations today, but in my mind, if you want to make real changes for yourself, then you stop looking for approval from social media unless you're known. And you stop wasting time on it. You lay the philosophical foundations in your head and you start. You also need discipline. So I think you're not wrong, but I also think this could work. What the person needs is to learn how to keep things going and what makes your plan a success. That is consistency, reward, and awareness of constant successful days. Great book, by the way. It is a fucking great book. It is amazing. Maybe I'm going to go through it once again. I am going to see, because it really indeed is a fucking great book. That's just the case. Begin to take a step in a direction you are meant to go, and opportunities will begin to come your way. Assume the right attitude and mindset, and things will begin to fall in place. Do not forget, however, that preparation before initiation is crucial. Good morning. Good morning, by the way. You know, I'm gonna give you a philosophical start, but good morning, by the way. You know, I'm gonna give you my life manifesto, but good morning. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Yeah, we know about that, I guess. Growth meaning, well, let's actually read through it. Outline the divergencies between those two concepts will give you a perspective on what it takes to get your way in your life and be successful. First thing you need to know is all comes down to your beliefs. In the end, yes, it is a difficult thing, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue about that. Maybe I'm gonna have an episode around that, since it really is a heavy debate, I would say. Because yeah, you know, I can believe something, but if I don't do it, then nothing is gonna happen. But in the end, beliefs can also lead me to doing things. So this could really be kind of the number one point, or the basis of things. And so yeah, very difficult. Very difficult topic and very difficult to debate. Someone will have to pay the price for the wounds you never healed. This is a very interesting post. It's a very long one as well, but I'm gonna read it anyway. How long have you been running from your pain? You have ignored, numbed, denied, hidden, and lied. You have done everything but heal your old pain. You turned your head away from wounds gushing blood, as if not seeing would make the bleeding cease. I'd be a hypocrite if I asked you to heal for your own sake. I never did that. I stayed in bad relationships because I didn't want to break up and hurt their feelings. It sounded noble the first time, but the second time, the third, the fourth, saying what someone wants to hear is not as important as telling them the truth. Their confronting lies... What? Comforting lies coming out of my mouth started to sicken me. I broke down when I saw it. It was a habit. I was not a kind man looking out for his girlfriends. I was a liar who misled women he lacked the courage to break up with. I was not a victim in a hurricane disaster zone. I was the hurricane. They were the victims. Pain does not have to be a part of your identity. Bad habits should not be quirks. Coping mechanisms don't become less damaging with repeated use, and you're not the only one paying for those mistakes. It's easy to pretend like you're not hurting anyone right now, and maybe you're not, but there is a lot of people you haven't met yet. What next significant other or friend is going to be blindsided by this unhealed pain you have? How will you take it out of them accidentally? Usually our old pain doesn't hurt others on purpose anyway. But if we never try to heal, then we have left a landmine buried for someone else to find. Please don't take this as me saying you're broken. This is probably not your fault, even if it is your responsibility. I'm not upset about you. I'm just worried for the people around you. I wish someone would have held me accountable to doing the right thing before I accidentally hurt others. I wish someone would have told me you're gambling with money that isn't yours. Not literal money, but time and emotions and pain, which can be worth far more. Today's a perfect day to start healing those old wounds. It can be hard, I'm first to say that, but this is bigger than us. This is patching the hole in our part of the boat so that our people don't sink too. This is curing our diseases so we don't spread it to others. I need you to heal yourself so you can do right by others. You deserve to get the most out of life without this pain, and they do too. The price is very high if you continue to run from this. Someone will have to pay the price for the wounds you never healed. Further reading, if this post resonated with you, then I highly recommend the Inner Child Workbook, Catherine Tyler. Much of my bad habits and pain stemmed from events in my past I was not comfortable talking about with a therapist. But this book uses self-paced exercises and prompts to help you identify which parts of your development were embedded and cause issues today. It made a huge difference for me to know where to start and eventually feel ready to get help and change old habits. It's never too late to heal, and continuing to ignore it won't heal anything. This is amazing. It really is. And it is amazing just because of, I think, several reasons. One of them being we are way more likely to do something about something if it is about other people, and if it is about changing yourself and doing something because it is for them and not for you. And this is totally about other people. It is not for you. You're then not going to the therapist because you believe that you're having a problem. You're going to the therapist because you want to just be a better person. You want to be excellent. You're striving or thriving for excellence. Not because you want to be excellent, just because you are dealing with other people, and you are going to deal with other people in your whole entire life. And so, yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing post. I gotta have to comment on that then. But I really have to say, like, this is really resonating with me, because I do know that there are some things that I should be changing and some things that I should be thinking about and keeping in mind. But I'm way more willing to do something about things when it is about other people. And when I think about, well, I am gonna have a new girlfriend, I am gonna have more friends, I am gonna have whatnot, I'm gonna have to deal with people for the rest of my life long. And there is some things that are bothering me, like my aggression. This is definitely something that I should be working on and that I should be considering. At this point in time, I'm doing very fine with it. I haven't had an outbreak, I haven't had any severe things going on, which is very interesting, by the way. But it might be coming, it might be coming back, So, yeah, period. Very interesting, fucking interesting. And I think I'm also gonna end the episode in this note. So yeah, I wish you the best health, happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being basically being remembered as a good person. 3 other questions that I have you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions hopefully gonna show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is probably a pretty cool thing. And one last thing that I want to give you is, what could you essentially say to another person that's indeed gonna change your life? Because I totally believe that we all can say something and that we all can communicate something that's indeed a pretty fucking cool thing. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully gonna see you next time. Please take care of yourself, your family members, and all of your loved ones. And yeah, stay cool, stay tuned, and I'm gonna see you the next time. So bye bye.